For life.
Yeah. Bullet cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcast in here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now in the state, turn us on if the feeling is right. Every opinion now comes from the heart. No time we move with a part. We on the radio, it's wrestling. Time's aggression. Here is the feeling in the prove. Get the lesson. And if you want to prove it to you now, here's the feeling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phillip Antoine. I am the host of the Bullet Cast. And I just want to talk to you guys for a second. Brandon and Brian are here also. Last Thursday, we're at 6:50 p.m. We're coming up. It's approaching here in a couple hours. I was in a car accident, and I'm okay. Sore, bruised up, neck hurt, my neck, my back, all the stuff, all the gimmicks. But I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I got a rental car. I'm able to still kind of get around. I will be in attendance for West Coast Pro tomorrow night with the boys. Kind of puts life in a perspective in a new light, So we're gonna hit a kind of a reset here on the Bullet Cast. So with that being said, this is the end of the Podcasso character, which is why the show is entitled Podcasso Forever. So with that being said, let's hit the rewind. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the name, you know the voice, you know exactly why I'm here, just in case you don't, if you didn't. I'm a 26-year-old piece of gold, the messiah of the microphone, and the greatest sports recreational podcaster in the world today. I am joined by the Jim and my J of the Totem Arn. He's been down with me since day one-ish. He is a multiple-time Bullet Cast champion, the Canadian Destroyer, Brandon Tanguma.
Hello, everybody. Phillip, glad that you're doing well after everything has transpired. Canadians, I put faith in the Canadian women's hockey team over the past week, thinking they could score a bunch of goals against the Russians, and they didn't. So my hate for Canada has just been reintroduced.
Please, don't.
And they beat the United States women's team. Canada, I don't know what to do with myself.
Please don't hate my people. Please don't hate my people. And ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Bullet Cast champion 1A, Brian Tronick.
What's 1A?
Brian Tronick. How's it going, man?
It's good. What's 1A, though?
We're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, so because of said injuries, the board, they felt like that was the way to get the championship off of me by me almost dying. And they were like, hey, Brian Tronick could be the champion. I mean, you're basically Sammy Guevara. I'm basically Cody Rhodes.
So that means that I really am the undisputed Bullet Cast heavyweight champion.
We can go interim, sure. We'll figure out the championship situation at a later date.
Oh, did I tell you that I'm getting custom title made? Yes, it's custom. It's gonna have my face on it, spinner style.
I listen to End the Click. Yes,
I do find it interesting that the board never consulted me with his championship decision. It just goes straight to Brian. Like I don't know how
you've had it so many times. They were like, nah.
Oh, so
you can't just be walking around here a 14-time champion.
We got to go to the guy who brings in the ratings. Okay, Mr. Brian Tronick himself. Okay, King City of the Queen City. All right. Look, yes, that's a new nickname.
You know what? People are going to pull their podcast from Anchor. You're about to be Joe Rogan up in this thing. Jesus Christ.
Brian's out here wanting to put his face on the title, but I think it's getting too big. Won't be able to fit.
Man, you see, hey, he act like he snooped and just acquired Death Row.
Okay,
you see him?
Well, see that the Bullet Cast Championship is like Death Row. Like, look at the names that have held the championship before.
And here comes my last blow.
Bullet Cast Championship better be at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Man,
exactly.
What y'all know about that, man? Now let's get into it. It's good to be the microphone messiah again. I never really stopped. No.
Well, I mean, when you got a guy like the Troncasso.
Yeah. Okay. See, I think next week what we're going to do, we're going to come back and because there are things that I did during the Podcasso era that you guys, I know you want answers to, like the Bound for Glory stuff, my thoughts about black talent in AEW and etc. So I think next week we will come back with a list of things and I will be under oath and I will answer honestly. How does that sound?
That's all we can ask for is honesty. That's what we want from this podcast, honesty.
Why are you laughing? How does that sound?
It sounds great.
You know, I'll put my hand on the Bible. I have a Bible here. I have a Bible app. I have a Bible app. Yeah, you know, we'll answer things honestly. So let's go over to SmackDown. Roman Reigns is accompanied by the Usos and the wise man Paul Heyman. You know, Paul realized his wrongs, and they're all there together. And then Goldberg's music hits, and Goldberg says, "Roman, I acknowledge you as my next victim. You're next." So at the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia, Blood Money in the Sand 7, the Tribal Chief versus the Icon Goldberg. We know. I told you this match was going to happen this year. Did I not? You
did.
I mean, look, we knew that WWE's wanted to do this, and if this is the last match on Goldberg's contract, all right, fine. You know, let them roll around for 5 minutes and go home. Just another name for Roman to beat.
Oh,
just another name.
You don't think Goldberg's gonna win?
It is Saudi Arabia. But could you imagine if they threw this all away for Goldberg to win?
Bully Ray says that he thinks that Goldberg should win and then Roman should win it back on SmackDown. What kind of outrageous idea is that?
You know, Bully's been saying some things lately. He has.
A bully be smoking.
Bully's great though. I love Bully Ray. Brandon, what are your thoughts on Bill Goldberg going up against Roman Reigns?
Well, we kind of heard rumblings that Goldberg was going to come back to Blood Money because apparently that's the only place he wrestles now. And the Paul Heyman promo, I thought it was good. I think they were kind of put in a tough position to kind of explain exactly what he was doing and why he did it the way he did. That was fine. Seth Rollins seems like they're just going to speed past that and just not even acknowledge that ever happened, which just makes me kind of wonder why they had that match in the first place and the finish in the first place, because they had like a crappy DQ finish and then Seth doesn't care. He's going to the Elimination Chamber. He's doing his things. Roman's doing his thing, whatever. But, you know, Goldberg and Lashley had a pretty good match last time. I think, you know, I think the reason it was much better is because I think we could have saw either one of them when I don't think Goldberg has much as a chance beating Roman in Saudi Arabia this time. But, you know, we forget this was supposed to be one of the WrestleMania main events 2 years ago. We never got it because Roman stepped out because of COVID. So we're finally getting that WrestleMania match we always wanted.
Yes. It is so stupendous. It can't happen at WrestleMania. It has to happen in Saudi Arabia. Yes. Absolutely. Well, we'll see what happens next week. GCW is coming to the Bay Area April 10th, 2022. You know, they've been down in LA a lot. You know, they've just ran the Hammerstein. And so, I mean, we have to wonder, Cow Palace? It said San Francisco, so Cow Palace?
I think that's like too big of a venue.
Really?
Really?
Like 5,000 pounds. How many people can fit in the Hammerstein? Cow Palace is like an 8,000, 10,000 seat place.
But just to say that they ran the Cow Palace, I think they do it.
I was thinking you go to like the Warfield or some like theater.
I mean, I'm sure they can afford to run. They can afford to run there. So I mean,
doesn't really matter. I'm just excited they're here. They keep going to LA, as you said. I don't know who or what they're going to pull out, but that's 2 months, exactly 2 months from now. So
yes,
I assume we're all going to go.
Yes,
even some well, not non-wrestling fans, but some wrestling people that I know that I haven't even gone to a show with before. They really wanted to go to just GCW. So, you know, it's going to be a an event. It's going to be a great time.
It is going to be an event. Hopefully, Jeff Jarrett will be there because I want to see Double J. I want to see Double J.
I'll give him a call. I'll see what I can do.
You see, that kind of stuff's over. We don't do that stuff here anymore. God, we don't. It's like when you left the Public Enemy. CJ tried to do Queen City. Graham shut that shit down. We don't do that no more. We don't do. We're humble guys here, man.
Excuse me. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Stop,
me,
man. Why are you doing just because you have a champion? You see, this is. I should have fought the committee harder. I should have. I really should have.
My apologies.
God,
GCW coming to the Bay. You know,
it is coming to the Bay. Alley Catch, yeah. We'll see Effie tomorrow night at West Coast, bro. I think Max Justice is going to be there. Just a lot of crazy stuff is going to happen at GCW. Nick Gage, that's the one. To kind of see that live, and you think I'm sure Mox will be there. Interesting, very interesting.
Charlie said, "I want to go and get glass in my eye."
I don't think he's allowed in there. He won't be allowed.
Charlie just out here just stealing my gimmick. I think someone's just repeating what I said.
You want to come get glass in your eyes sooner? Come to Emporium next Sunday, the 20th of February for UGWA, the UGWA blockbuster card, man. Blockbuster card.
Brian is still going to go, right? Even though he is still the champion.
Absolutely. I got to get my title.
Well, that was worked into the. I had things worked into contracts before. I mean, just because you have the title doesn't mean that it can be defended.
It's going to be defended.
It still stands.
It's going to be defended February 20th.
Oh, really?
That blockbuster card you're talking about? Yeah.
All right. We'll see. Outside of the ring, Bryan Danielson and the Briscoes have been announced for the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. Obviously, Briscoes the greatest tag team in Ring of Honor history, alongside the Young Bucks. And Bryan Danielson, well, he did some of his best work in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I think we talked about a couple weeks ago who should be in the Hall of Fame, and I think I omitted the Briscoes, but they definitely have been there almost since day one, and Bryan Danielson speaks for himself.
Yeah, it's Brian Tronic.
I think it's proper. Bryan Danielson going into the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame, the Briscoes. I'm not too sure about that. No, I'm joking. Briscoes well deserved. I kind of just want to, Briscoes, come on, man. Get the AEW. Tony, what you doing, dog? Sign him. Hall of Famers, okay?
He's signing everybody else. Signing everybody else. The Boogeyman apparently signs a new deal with the WWE.
You did it again, Phillip.
I'm a humble guy. I didn't want to say it, but thank you. You.
I'm so proud.
Man, I'm proud. But seriously, man, for that character, that gimmick that he portrayed, excuse me, just a super nice guy, just a very nice gentleman. It's kind of takes you aback. You're looking at the dude with the gimmick and the paint on, but he's super chill. He's a sweetheart. Congrats to Boogeyman, man. Let's see what he's gonna do. Inside of the ring, Dolph Ziggler shows up in NXT 2.0. It's the contract signing between Santos Escobar and the NXT champion Braun Breaker, and they're here to show the world hits. Dolph's there. I'm like, okay, this intrigues me. Ciampa comes out there, and Ciampa, so he attacks Dolph right when Dolph was getting to like what I've been saying. Dolph was basically like, you call this your home. When are you gonna grow up? When are the training wheels gonna come off? When are you gonna move out? Basically, that's what he was getting at, which I've been saying about Ciampa for quite some time. What are your thoughts on Dolph Ziggler showing up in NXT? And what are your thoughts on that promo he cut on Ciampa before he was interrupted? Brian.
I've been wanting it ever since I saw all the interaction or the interview backstage with Dolph Ziggler when she brought up that Braun Breaker had something to say about him getting eliminated from the Rumble. I was like, when they didn't do it that week, I was like, oh man. But then they did it this week, and I'm excited. It feels like that this is the new norm. Instead of new signings or surprises from the outside coming to NXT, we're gonna have main roster guys like Styles and Ziggler coming over to NXT to help the young, new, fresh stars of the WWE.
Yes, and Dolph does work Tuesdays, brother. So that was a nice line. Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see Dolph, go back to singles and work NXT. I think that's something people have been wanting to see, not just Dolph, but kind of other people. Like Ricochet is someone who really, I think people wanted for him to move down. We saw Finn do it back in the black and gold days, but I do wonder, how long you can kind of, keep the veterans in like that main event scene before you have to actually get like a full 2.0 type title main event. Like, Escobar, right? Santos Escobar. I always want to call him Pablo Escobar because, for reasons, but he's kind of a veteran, so I kind of write him off, but kind of like a Braun Breaker, Von Wagner, those ilk. So, it's cool, but I also would want to see what full 2.0 is capable of, which I don't think they are capable of much. But we'll see.
I love 2.0.
2.0 is great. Grayson Waller, Toxic Attraction, Toxic
Hayes
Attraction. Carmelo, hey, Melo don't miss. Rest in peace to all my ops.
Tiffany
A champion.
Wendy Chu.
Shape of Wendy Chu. And what's homegirl? Oh my god, I'm getting calls. The calls are still pouring in about the accident.
The Lions.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Shout out to her. So
not the best rapper, but
the internet loves her for reasons.
But if you watch her matches, she's really dope.
She's great
for 4 reasons.
Fantastic. Yes. Killer Cross is the FSW Grand Champion. He's already winning championships since his 90 days have been up. Yeah,
I watch him on Twitch.
Okay.
He streams on Twitch now, and he just kind of just talks. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
He looks like a nice guy.
I believe he's a nice guy. Is he doing? I mean, do we know if he's a nice guy? I mean, did you talk to him when you met Scarlett?
I did not, because when I went to go meet Scarlett, they were together. But then was it Kenta Kobashi was at Starcast as well, and then Killer Cross just completely marked out and just ran to go talk to him, which I thought was kind of cute.
Thought it was cute or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he's kind of growing his hair out. It looks kind of weird, but he looks like a distinguished gentleman.
I actually like him with his hair grown out.
Do you?
Yeah, I didn't know he could grow any anymore.
Well, yeah, he just wanted it to appear.
Not all bald men are by choice or because they need to.
Apparently, Santino Marella's daughter is signed with WWE.
That's right.
And it loves her too.
Broke that news himself.
Yes.
Santino Marella. Hey, you know who else is signed? Nothing. Never mind.
What?
No, nothing. FSW Grand Champion Killer Cross. Congratulations.
All right. I don't know.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on either.
I don't know why you're laughing.
Creed Brothers. I like the Creed Brothers also.
I like the Creed Brothers also. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Malik Blade, Idris Enofe. Come on. Stacked roster.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to this day in wrestling. Stan Hansen versus Vader at New Japan Super Fight 1990. This is the one where Vader's eye pops out of the socket. Oh, Jesus Christ. Good times. Good times. What else do we have here? TNA Against All Odds 2008. You got Scott Steiner defeating Petey Williams. Awesome Kong defeats ODB. You have Abyss defeating Ricky Barderas. Okay. Robert Roode defeats Booker T. And Kurt Angle defeated Christian Cage and Samoa Joe to retain. Oh, no, he just defeated Christian Cage to retain the TNA title. Good times. Tyson Kidd made his debut on ECW on this day in 2009. The person he actually defeated in his debut went to Hayward High. I think that's a nice little tidbit for the Bay Area, for the Yay. And if that's all we got, unfortunately, Mr. Perfect passed away on this day in 2003, and Victoria is 51 years old. Yeah. Any thoughts?
I tried to throw the towel behind me. Like
I saw it.
Sorry.
Any
Stupid.
any thoughts about the things that
I ain't
happened?
the lady to mess with.
What? I mean, you got to talk to Victoria a little bit. Super sweet.
Go. I just want to say that was probably the most energetic this day in wrestling I've ever heard from you, sir.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I was in a car accident. I'm trying to get it back. Trying to get the mojo back. I haven't been a face in a little bit. I'm trying to get the mojo back. It takes time. It takes time.
Okay, that is true. That is true.
Fan mail.
I take back. I take back.
Fan mail. Jack of all trades. Guys, this topic came to my attention a couple of days ago, and I want your opinion. What shirt sold more, Austin 316 or the NWO shirt? The DX shirt can be thrown in the conversation as well. Yeah, that's a good question. What shirt sold more, the Austin 316 or the NWO?
Wow,
we're still selling NWO shirts though. We're not really selling Austin 316 shirts.
Probably the NWO.
Just all time. The DX,
I think so.
I would say NWO because it did get a little bit of a head start. It did happen first, and yes, there's like different incarnations, and I think it has.
No, I think just the black and just the traditional black and white.
I know, but kind of on that same ilk. Like it's just been there forever, and Austin has had so many other shirts I think people can gravitate towards. The NWO, if we're just going, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I would assume the NWO shirt is the highest selling wrestling T-shirt of all time.
Highest grossing, yes, sir.
And they had a different. They had an NWO, and then they had NWO for life. Also,
and the Wolf Pack. Oh, don't turn your back on the Wolf Pack.
Had the Hollywood Hogan one.
Body bag. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get the NWO pack for 2K22.
Me too.
Have you bought it?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited. I'm excited. We're gonna have to do a deep review of this game. We'll have to play it for like a week. No, to kind of like. What?
I'm saving up for MLB The Show 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani.
I was watching the Nintendo Switch. All the games are going to be going on there, and they showed that the frame rate was just out of this world. Yeah. All right. Alfie Lewis. Glad that Keith Lee made his debut, but Phillip has had a point about all these months about the way that they book black talent. How do you think this is going to go? I refrained from my usual comments. We will discuss the debut of Keith Lee once we get to the AEW segment. Now, Nigerian Prince. Last year, Black History Month was extended a day when Lashley won the WWE title. Please don't let him lose the title during the actual month. The mofo's going to be pissed. Yeah. Possibly. Will you be upset?
Me? I think so. I mean, not really. I'm going to be honest.
Not really.
I won't be upset.
Really? Why not?
I won't be upset because, I mean, if that means it goes to who's in the chamber? Seth Rollins, AJ, Riddle, Austin Theory. If it goes to,
I mean, if it's going to anybody, it's going to Brock.
Any of, I know, but if it doesn't go to Brock Lesnar and it goes to any of those other four guys, then I'm all for it.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully, Austin Theory.
No, I'll see it.
It was going to go to Shane McMahon, but
yeah.
He's the best in the world.
In Brightest Day X,
Mr. X, Who Day,
Uncle X, yes sir, yes sir. He has the things to say. He said, "I've said it before, and I'll say it once again. Congrats on 5 years with the BC. Thank you, my brother. First ballot Hall of Famer." So I guess they're done with Big E's main event push now that he's been back with the New Day on SmackDown. If it is it, it's a shame, in my opinion. He should have won the Rumble and gone to Mania. He deserves it. And well, things happen. He might get there again. We'll see. AJ Styles said recently that The Miz is the best heel in the business today. I'm sorry, but for my money, MJF can get the heat like no one I've seen for a long time now. Do you agree with AJ?
I would say MJF is the best heel.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Like, Miz can't say if Miz like really just like didn't have a filter and like could say the things he really wanted to say.
But they did that thing like the day after the Punk MJF thing. They did it with Edge and Miz said some things and it didn't get as much. No, it didn't get as over.
You know what I mean. You know, like the talking down about the dead people and stuff like that. I think Miz hit a nerve on Monday with the line, "Are you sure you're not Eddie's son?" Which I popped for that because I've been waiting for that one. I have, but I mean, Miz is great given the restraints that he has with the PG product. But I'm saying if he was on Dynamite, Miz would be. I think he could outdo MJF.
I just think the Miz like gets Pavlovian heat. Like people just kind of boo him because it's the Miz. Like MJF, like not saying they literally want to kill him, but he gets like a different kind of level of heat from the crowd.
I was getting a different kind of level of heat when I was, that. But now I'm Podcasso, yes. I have to put out a tweet letting the people know like it's the end.
It's the end of an era.
It is Podcasso forever, man. We
gotta have a Hell in a Cell match. Podcasso versus the Microphone Messiah.
Yeah.
That's a t-shirt.
Shout out to Strictly for the Culture, man. He really helped the Podcasso character come to life. Shout out to him. I know he's gonna miss the salt sermons. Those were great. We had some fun.
Maybe I'll have the Podcasso.
It was like 6 months, right?
Maybe I'll have the Podcasso be a co-host on the Within the Ropes when that returns.
Remember when it was supposed to return like in 2022? Like, day
remember
one?
When it was supposed to remember when it was supposed to return before day one?
Listen, we're gearing up. We got
what happens first? Within the Ropes return of the baby.
No, we will be fully out of this pandemic before Within the Ropes return.
Listen, Within the Ropes is coming back. Is returning.
You will be able to cough on somebody and not worry about COVID. that's how far away your show returning.
We in the works. We're working.
Dwayne Johnson will be the president before Within the Ropes comes back.
Man,
we working out the kinks. You know what I'm saying? Just lining it up, making sure everything is straight.
Okay, we'll see. He also says, "I'm a sucker for hardcore style matches, and I love the brutality of this Texas Death match last night. And with the announcement of a no DQ match with Mercedes Martinez and Thunder Rosa coming up next week, AEW needs to cool it with these types of matches for a bit." Yeah, no, they do. You don't want to do too many of them.
I mean, I feel like we say that like every other week. It's like every once a month at least they have like a hardcore death match type. So I don't think Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez is going to be as brutal as, Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker by any means, but it's going to be a little bit of hardcore
country.
Hardcore country. Well,
hardcore country. Dun-dun. And then lastly, he says, "Are there no limits for the Limitless One, Keith Lee? Now that he has arrived in AEW, how soon do you see him winning in the world title picture?" I talked about that on my. I did a Black Power ranking with Henny Wrestling. Henny's based in New York, so that drops tomorrow. So you'll excuse me, you'll hear me really go in depth about something like that. But with all that being said, let's move on. Brandon, tell us about Raw.
Well, Raw happened in Denver, Colorado. They had the Quiz Bowl, and RK Bro wins, so they get a tag title shot later on whenever that happens. Shout out. And the main event of the show was Riddle versus Seth Rollins. First time ever. A dream match of all dream matches that I think a lot of people would think could, main event of WrestleMania or do something. But no, just throw it on Raw. You have a 7-minute match. You get a DQ with Kevin Owens getting involved. So that leads to a tag match with RK Bro and Rollins and Owens. And then Rollins pins Riddle to end the show. And then RKO, send the crowd happy. Boom, bang. There you go.
All that happened.
What did happen?
Very, very convoluted.
A lot happened for nothing to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Brian Tronic, any thoughts?
I thought it was pretty good.
Shout out Chad Gable. We don't talk about like the Chad Gable Otis stuff, but Chad Gable has been just killing it lately. I love
Chad
him.
Gable is a gem. He's so good at this.
If only he was like 3 inches taller, I think WWE and Vince would, use him so much more. But because he's like 5'7", 5'8", he has to be in a tag team on the mid card.
He was by himself when he was doing the King of the Ring stuff. Stop.
Well, I mean, that wasn't Chad Gable. We don't acknowledge that name back in the day.
No. He was Chad Gable.
He better be Chad Gable.
That was before.
I just completely black out of that name, that other name.
Shorty G.
I like Shorty G.
As a height challenged man myself.
Bro, at least he was on TV, bro. At least he was on TV. You have to look at it like that.
He could be like Veer.
Bro, somebody send Veer.
He's coming. He's always going to come, and he's going to continue to come.
Oh, God.
He's always coming.
Miz TV happened.
Miz TV did happen. As you alluded to, Dominic and Ray, they came out. Miz and Maurice, I guess they're going to be a thing continuing on.
I love it.
And they, just talked, and then Dominic and Miz had a match. Coincidentally, Dominic and Miz were in the wrestling gear while Ray wasn't in his wrestling gear. So, I mean, thank God, they had the squabble to have Miz and Dominic have their match. And then Dominic pins Miz.
Ray's gear got lost.
Okay, yeah. That's why you always have to have your gear in your carry-on. Everybody, I mean, Ray's been doing this for damn near 30 years. He should know that.
He must have traveled lighter these days. No.
He tried to take advantage of like the 2 free bags. And then just, yeah.
I think it's time for Miz TV to go away.
Maurice TV.
Miz TV has run its course. Get a little bored.
Did you say that about Piper's Pit? Did you say that about the cutting edge?
There wasn't a Piper's Pit like once a week, every week for like 7-10 years. Did you say that
about the highlight reel?
Those were good shows, though.
The Peep Show?
Again, the Peep Show wasn't on like every week.
I feel like I need one. I need one.
I feel like if you're gonna have a talk show, you've got to be a really good bad guy or a really good guy. And
well, AJ Styles says that the Miz is the best heel in the business.
Not to say that Miz is not a good bad guy, but he's not. For me, he's got one more level to unlock in terms of best heel or one of the greatest heels. He's a heel, but he's not a serious heel. MJF is trolly, but he's a serious heel. You know what I mean? Miz is like a shut up, I'm a movie star, cringe, oh my God, I hate you, Miz type of heel.
What do you mean cringe? He's a movie star.
Yeah, but when he says that, it comes off as cringe.
Miz is like the most WWE person they have.
Miz is the greatest sports entertainer that they have.
Man,
better for worse.
So him yelling that's what he does is cringe.
Well, it's cringe. Like no one's gonna like.
Let's try it. I'm a podcaster.
When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
Hey, I love that he brought that back. That's like my favorite. I'm doing that at practice today when the kids get out of hand.
Maybe it's because whenever he does his stuff, it's always in the ring during Miz TV. That's why I say if Miz TV goes away, if we get like a normal face-to-face between him and an opponent, or maybe some backstage, have him beat up someone backstage. Like, like I would have loved to see him just beat up Edge right before Royal Rumble. It would have added to the drama, right? Beat him up to the point where he almost can't even make it to the Royal Rumble.
But it's almost like the Miz has been degraded and cast in such a certain light that even when he's trying to act serious and you try to like get real heat on him, I think people just kind of just roll their eyes at that. And like with Edge, you can't have like Miz, who's a mid-carder, just beat down and kind of, take Edge down with him if you're going to do anything with him later.
The last time Miz got close to being serious was talking smack with Daniel Bryan.
No, he was serious when he had that IC title.
I mean, I still say that match with Dolph Ziggler at No Mercy, one of the best matches I've ever seen. It had a lot of bells and whistles in it, but it was a good match.
Come on, man. Of course it's going to be great. You had 2 former world champions going at it.
Dolph carried.
It takes 2 to tango, buddy.
That was the last time I think Dolph was legitimately over, I'll be honest.
Well, he's about to become the NXT champion, so let's see.
That's not going to happen.
Why not? He's here to show the world. What if they did it? What if they did?
Dolph is here to remind everyone how good of a wrestler he is. That is why he's on NXT. He's taking this as an opportunity to be like, you know what? I ain't got a lot of these left. I'm going to have a really good match. Maybe a couple on NXT. Hey, maybe I'll be at Stand and Deliver on NXT's 2.0's first big show since their existence.
Oh.
Never know.
We'll see.
Some guy who sounded a whole lot like Dolph Ziggler was on Being the Elite this week at the Jackass premiere with Nick Nemeth. Or not Nick. What's his name? What's Nemeth's name?
Ryan Nemeth?
Ryan Nemeth. Yeah, there was some person was filming him and the guy talking sounded a lot like Dolph Ziggler, but I don't think it was. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Maybe it was. Yeah.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles beats Damian Priest. So after Damian Priest has been like undefeated for his entire run, he's the U.S. champion, and now he has dual split personalities because you get it. His name is Damian Priest, like devil and God and angel. Ooh, and now he just loses all the time. So now he's gonna be very, very angry.
I mean, give it up for the phenomenal one. That was a picture perfect, phenomenal forearm. It was beautiful.
I think Damian Priest.
Carry on. I have to step away. Carry on.
Okay. I think, well, I don't want to say this because I feel like I always say stuff like this. And then, it comes back and it bites me right in the behind. I want to say the good old just wait and see what happens with Damian Priest, right? Because I feel like, I don't know, man, if I'm a head of creative or a writer or something, I would take this and make it into a positive thing. Like, maybe Damian Priest is getting ahead of himself. Maybe he needs to just get refocused. I feel like it's okay if you're a champion to lose sometime. He went a great deal as U.S. champion, winning. And so he's had 3 or 4 losses, maybe like 3. One of them was a DQ. So I don't feel like he's in the dirt yet, but definitely because of the reputation that WWE has built up. I mean, their WWE champion lost probably 6 matches in a row before he ended up losing the title in a Fatal 5 match to a guy who wasn't even supposed to be in a match in the first place, right? So I get it. But AJ, it's kind of hard in that situation. I feel like AJ Styles has to win because he's literally a guy who could possibly win the WWE championship at Elimination Chamber, 1. And 2, I don't know. I think it's horrible, though, that they've now booked this match again next week for the U.S. title, because then that kind of means that Styles is probably going to lose. He's going to lose and then he looks weak going into the Elimination Chamber match, or Priest is going to lose via disqualification, and then it's just going to further the stupidness that is going on with Damian Priest, and I'm gonna sound stupid.
Yeah, by no means am I like a huge Damian Priest fan, but like as you said, WWE does this all the time where people lose, and I can't remember the last time they've ever told like a good story of like someone losing a lot. It's just that's what they do. 50-50 booking, as you said. AJ is probably going to lose next week because it's for the championship, and you have 3 hours, you have limited depth, and you don't want to just have the same matches all the time, even though they kind of do just have the same matches all the time. And then you throw this one out there and you have Damian Priest lose because AJ is on the title picture, but then Damian Priest is U.S. champion. It's a whole thing. Phillip, are you back yet? I don't think he is because his photo is still up there. I don't even know what Phillip is doing. But anyway,
gone and he's muted.
He is gone and he's muted. So we're just gonna roll on into AEW Dynamite. I guess not the Forbidden Door, because there was a whole thing about Tony Khan later in the on the Twitter machine. But they heavily hyped a new signing, a debut on AEW. Oh, hello, Phillip. Any thoughts on Damian Priest and AJ Styles?
I think they're going to do good business. If AJ loses, he will look weak going into the chamber. I heard that, guys. I don't know. Save it for after. Save it for after the chamber. I don't know what to say.
So, whatever the ladder matches for the TNT opportunity. Isaiah Cassidy takes on a mystery opponent, and who does that end up being? There was a lot of speculation, but I think the one person everybody wanted to be ended up being true. Keith Lee debuts in AEW. Finally, no singlet. He let the titties fly, just titty meat everywhere. And I think he wins. Obviously, I thought this was the perfect opponent, a lighter guy who could just bump all over the place, make Keith Lee look like the strongest person on earth. Now, Keith didn't exactly fly all over the place like he did back in the day. I don't know if he's going to be doing that. So I forget if it was Mr. X or someone else who asked, what can Keith Lee do? What is his limitations? I do wonder how long he can keep that build and wrestle the way he used to wrestle. I mean, WWE, I think they talked about his weight and his frame, and at his age, at his size, there is legit worry that something could happen to him. But I'm going to be positive. I kept saying, Keith Lee, if he's there, he can be that top tier black wrestler that AEW can push and be champion, yada, yada, yada. So I'm not just going to backtrack now, push him to the moon. He's probably going to be champion right now. Maybe he's TNT champion. Maybe he's not. I don't know. But
give them till winter's coming.
Maybe. I mean, Adam Cole, he was teasing the championship. Adam Cole gets the title. Adam Cole, Keith Lee. I mean, let's go. Let's do it.
Run it back. Title for title. Run it back.
I'm very first. Okay. First of all, I'm happy for Keith Lee. He looked very happy. I could see the smiles. And even in the ring, it's almost like he had to just feel like he was feeling the energy. He had to let it sink in almost. Like every move, he would pause and kind of look in the crowd and close his eyes and just breathe it all in. But
where did he learn that from? Where did he learn that from?
Me.
Okay, bro. What happened to being humble? Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, me.
WWE, you have to savor every moment.
Listen, I'm very, very afraid for Keith Lee, because when you think about it, when you look at how stacked this roster is, and you got to give Tony Khan credit, it is extremely stacked. They literally took everyone who was like top star in NXT, not to mention the free agents in WWE as a whole, but the top guys in NXT all gone, and mix it in there with Jericho and Moxley and Danielson, Punk. It's like, I don't know if there's really a spot for someone like Keith Lee to have not even just a title reign, but one that's meaningful and one that's going to be looked at as, wow, okay, that's a respectable title reign. He beat some really big names. Like, I just don't know. I mean, I would love to see him thrive and be at the top in AEW, but I'm not saying he's going to be treated like he was treated in WWE. I do think that he's obviously going to be, he's going to be a monster. He's going to be Keith Lee. He's going to be able to be Keith Lee there. But is he going to be Keith Lee world champion?
Or is he going to be the Bearcat?
He looked more like Bearcat Lee last night, by the way.
Yeah, looking a little bit more plump. Too much wedding cake. Horrible job by Mia Yim trying to make it seem like they're on their honeymoon. That picture was from 2020. Okay, we ain't dumb, Mia Yim. All right, you gotcha. I mean,
an old pic like that.
This matter mean Mia Yim's going to be AEW bound.
Possibly.
Most likely.
Possibly.
I actually thought Mia Yim was going to like surprise Serena Deeb when she was doing her 5-minute thing last night. I thought Mia Yim was going to come out. I was like, oh yeah, this is it. And honestly, I think Serena Deeb doing the 5-minute, rookie challenge? That's a fantastic way to bring in any female signings or free agents or anyone from any Forbidden Door, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, or perfect just do the open challenge where you announce the person ahead of time.
Yeah, no.
The AQA, which I like. I mean, I watched her in Reality of Wrestling. I like her. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Alvarez and Meltzer did not like that match, and they didn't like her either.
Who cares what they think, bro?
They said the match was horrible, and it's not Jade Cargill's fault.
Bro, dude, he's never been in a ring. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like,
she sold. What's Jade Cargill's finisher move called?
Jaded.
She made that Jaded look devastating.
Yeah, you know what? We got to call it the bitch clamp, like Jazz used to. We have to.
AQA.
No, I mean, she knows. Watch her Reality of Wrestling stuff, bro. Like, no, she's good. She's solid. They didn't click last night, and that's okay.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm sure. Let them work out the kinks or whatever. This is why house shows are important. This is one of the reasons why house shows are important. But I think she'll be all right. Moving on to what else happened in AEW. But but going back to the Keith Lee thing, Tony Khan's not going to be re-signing contracts, so that's going to free up a lot of space, believe it or not.
It's going to free up a lot of space of people who aren't even on TV right now, though. So I don't think it would really make a difference with Keith Lee. Those top heavy guys, those main event guys are still going to be at the top.
And now the internet's telling me that Tony Khan might be running for Congress. I have no idea where the hell that came from, but
me neither.
That's weird.
The Forbidden Door is still going to be open also. So
yeah, Tony Khan, apparently he thought he butchered his own definition of the Forbidden Door, which I think if Keith Lee was the only person who shut up, I don't think anyone was like, wait, that wasn't like the Forbidden Door. That's just a new signing. I don't think people would have thought that, but Tony
fans would have thought that.
Tony Khan went out of his way.
Hold on. Did you guys see the thing? Like, people thought Ryback was going to show up. Did you guys see that? I got scared. I was like, oh, hell no. Nah.
I did think Keith Lee was kind of the only person that it could have been, like Bray Wyatt, that you're not going to do that, Braun Strowman, a Ryback or something like that. I mean, that just doesn't really fit. So Keith Lee was, I think, the only person that it could have been, and happy that it was. But that wasn't the only debut we had. An actual quote unquote Forbidden Door opened according to Tony Khan's definition of it. And we had Switchblade Jay White show up. We had Roppongi Vice cut a little promo. The Young Bucks and Adam Cole interfere. They beat him down. And Switchblade shows up and he beats down on Roppongi. So I don't know what this means or how long he's going to be there, but Jay White is there. We had another promo later on in the show where they kind of, delve into Kenny doesn't exactly like Switchblade because he's the person who kind of kicked him out of Bullet Club. So once again, laying the seeds of Kenny not, getting along with Adam Cole whenever Kenny comes back.
Brandon, whenever something like this happens, like, I can't hate it. It's just good stuff. Like I even said this on the click last night. I said it makes you realize how important and how fun it is for guys in different companies. Phillip, are you okay?
I get in a car accident. I'm kicked off quick. My championship is with you. Like, what's happening?
Yes. Wait, it's important how fun it is when someone, even if they're from another company, comes in, and whether it's to help out or do whatever. Like, it's just it was cool. The reaction, I was excited. One thing I'll say though is that you got to be careful because there's a lot of non-story, just mixed up whatever things going on in AEW, and I think AEW and Tony Khan rely too much on. When I say this, I don't mean it like weird. Like, they rely too much on the fans. Like, fans fantasy book and book things. It seems like fans book AEW. if fans go, yo, Jay White's there, so now we're gonna get Bullet Club versus so and so, and then it'll eventually lead to that. And while that fans may look at that as, oh, we're getting what we want.
This is why you don't listen to your audience.
It's not.
So I had a Podcasso moment. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
It's not always, in my opinion, the best thing to just go straight for whatever, people on Twitter or whatever are saying. But, there's a lot of things, in my opinion, that are also wrong with AEW as a whole at the moment. But, we'll get into that at a later time.
Yeah. Jay White, I mean, I like him. I'm a fan. I was at the Cow Palace show New Japan did when he wrestled Juice for the U.S. title. And just the heat that guy got in that building, I'm like, oh, yeah, he gets it. He's going to be Mage. And here we are all these years later.
Isn't Juice contract up soon?
Probably. The Juice could be loose in AEW. Never know. And it could be
Tony Storm in. Tony Storm, Mia Yim. Women's division about to be loaded.
I mean, but they don't got the Queen City.
No.
They don't got the blueprint.
No.
They don't got the man. They don't got the EST. They don't got the Empress of Tomorrow. Come on, bruh. People really trying to tell me that the AEW Women's Division is better than the WWE? People really trying to tell me that.
They don't got that little weirdo Ronnie.
The AEW Women's Division is making progress. And
it is.
And I think AEW can thank Jade Cargill, because while she may not be the greatest in the ring, I think she is pretty good at making people believe that she is what she says she is, and that is TBS. Okay. Yeah. I ain't gonna say it because we can't, profanity around here. It ain't late nights. The late night TRONIC show.
Huh? This is a family show, Phillip.
Say it.
This is a family show, Phillip.
Say it.
If Phillip say, I gotta say that bitch show. Okay. Believe that.
You already know.
Yes.
Yeah. Was this the first time that the TBS championship was actually defended on TBS?
I think so.
Because usually it's just on Rampage, which is on TNT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, first
the
time
women's division in AEW is going up, while I believe the tag team division in AEW is going down.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. The Ass Boys are about to win the tag titles.
I hope they do. Listen, if they don't, I really wish they would win. I really like them. Austin and Colton, they come a long way.
Isn't one of them racist?
He's not racist.
Oh, he's not?
I know Brian Pillman Jr. wants to cancel culture, and then CM Punk got his ass on Twitter a couple days ago, which was hilarious.
You're going to tell me he's not racist?
Listen.
So Joe Rogan's not racist either then.
Listen.
And neither is Hulk Hogan.
He can't be racist. He has black friends, right?
I forgot Austin said that.
Yeah, bro.
I forgot. Oh, man. I was really liking the Gun Club, too.
Yeah.
The Ass Boys.
The Ass Boys, yeah.
They really showed their asses.
Damn. Why you remind me? I forgot about that.
Hangman Page had a match.
Hangman Page did have a match. He took on Lance Archer for the AEW Championship Texas Death Match. Lance Archer was going to go full Stone Cold and have a plane of glass be broken on his entrance. But nope, we had a backstage little brawl before the match started. Then he gets thrown through the glass and we have blood, guts galore. Dan Lambert comes out, takes off the top turnbuckle so he can neutralize the buckshot lariat, and blood, boom, bang. We get a buckshot lariat over the referee, boom, through a table. It's a knockout, 10 count. Hangman wins, another blood feud, and then Adam Cole comes out, teases the championship. So we get in Adam Cole and Adam Page, the Battle of the Atoms, an atom bomb, one might say.
We are at Revolution. I think Adam Cole should win. I can't even hear you, bro. What'd you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like it's too soon, and I think Adam Cole should not win right away. Like, don't make this match. You got to give Hangman just a little bit more time.
Nah, bro. Look, listen, bro. Adam hasn't felt like Adam since he's been there. Now he's starting to feel like Adam Cole. The Adam Cole I've watched run roughshod over NXT.
Adam Cole should
put that damn championship on him, man.
Adam Cole should at least win the TNT championship first.
No.
But it doesn't make sense. He said when he first came, he wanted the TNT championship.
Okay. You can say that.
Forget about that.
You can say that, but like, come on. I want to be the U.S. champion, but then really, like, I want the world title. You know, you can say that.
Here's why I say that. You know, I'll get into why I say that when we get into the next match.
But thoughts on the bloody match, though?
It was good. Like I said, Shawn Michaels, Vader-esque. I thought Hangman showed that he's willing to do what it takes, which, I mean, he's say new, right? But in this match, you know, the size difference, I felt like Lambert, I know Lambert came out and took away the top rope, you know, with intentions of, you know, stopping the buckshot, but Jake Roberts getting involved, like, this match didn't need that, honestly. It didn't need that.
Hey, when he hooked him, I thought that DDT was coming. I was ready. I've been waiting.
And then Archer pushed him to the side. So is he just going to ditch Jake for Dan?
That bastard. Lance Archer's rumored. I told y'all.
I don't think Lance Archer is ruined. I think Lance Archer is going to be expired though when the time comes.
Bro, when was the last time he really won a match?
I don't know.
Yeah,
he won the U.S. title against Jon Moxley in a Texas death match.
Who cares?
That wasn't even AEW's title.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
And doesn't New Japan have say on who wins their titles and who don't?
Yeah.
Oh, so that one doesn't count. Okay.
No.
Got it.
Just
the
terrible.
microphone Messiah is back, baby.
I'm here.
Yes.
So you want Adam Cole to, you don't want Adam Cole to win, but you want Lance Archer to win the title.
I want Adam Cole to win the title too.
So you wanted Lance Archer to win, and then Adam Cole beats Lance Archer. You want him to slay the dragon.
My whole point. He became Bray Wyatt. Big moments, doesn't win. He needed to win. He needed the win.
Speaking of Bray Wyatt, did we see the video package vignette for Pentagon?
No.
He's bringing back the Pentagon, the Dark Pentagon from Lucha Underground.
Okay, I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm. He digged it up. He dug up the mask. He was getting a digging.
I should dig up a microphone because I'm the microphone Messiah again.
Oh,
yeah.
What a killer like promo vid that would have been for you.
The Messiah's back, yes sir. Let's roll on with AEW Dynamite.
Well, to a kickoff Dynamite, they had MJF had a celebration with the Pinnacle, and CM Punk comes in and ruins the whole thing and challenges. He wants a rematch. MJF didn't give him the rematch. He sets up a tag team match. Couldn't be with Sting or Darby, so he needed a mystery opponent. So everybody was speculating who it could be. CM Punk asked Danhausen, asked where what Samoa Joe was doing. Neither one of those panned out, which I thought would have been awesome. Even though maybe Danhausen doesn't really fit this feud right now, but it ends up being Jon Moxley. They have a tag team match with FTR. Punk, Moxley get the win. I absolutely love this match. I love this match way more than the Texas Death match. I thought it was fantastic. And Punk seemingly is going to have another match with MJF unless MJF chickens out like he probably will.
Brian, thoughts?
My thoughts on this match is that I don't know if you guys noticed, but CM Punk was wearing the same black and red trunks that he wore in a match with Dean Ambrose back when they were both in WWE together. And they had a lot of callbacks in the match, but the match was good. The promo segment in the beginning of the show was good. Here's my thing I want to say about MJF real quick. MJF and this whole thing with Wardlow. I know everybody's anticipating it. They want it to happen so bad. Nope. You got to hold off at least another year. Okay. Get MJF and Wardlow to be back on the same page. Wardlow wins the TNT Championship. MJF goes on. Now that's who should win the title is MJF. Okay. And then you finally have Wardlow snap after MJF just really gets full of himself. Wardlow loses the TNT title. He's like, you losing the TNT title? I can't rely on you. You're nothing. Huh? I feel like that's the way it should go. But yeah, Punk Mox. I know people were kind of disappointed it wasn't Samoa Joe. I was thinking, boy, if Tony Khan could get Samoa Joe. Oh,
I was hoping it was Colt Cabana, but that didn't happen.
That would have been nice. But yeah, it didn't happen. FTR, are they living up? Are they still
Tully Blanchard taking GTS was crazy.
Yeah, the trying to get him up is not pretty.
Well, no. He doesn't got those 80s legs anymore.
Well, I mean, no, just Punk. Why didn't Punk have a better grip?
He's just a slippery little bastard.
Yeah. This match happened. Yeah. It was cool. I dug it. Shout out Mox, looking great.
No Danielson. No, so we don't know what's going on with that.
Also,
on Rampage.
Now that you mentioned that, I think that's an issue. How come there was no follow today? I know that Danielson's going to speak on Rampage, but guess what? Not only did we see Danielson, we didn't see Moriarty, we didn't see Daniel Garcia, we didn't see 2.0, we didn't see what's the other guy that they were talking about? It was Moriarty, Garcia.
I have no idea.
Who else was Brian talking about?
Wheeler Yuta, right?
No, and that's one thing that I feel like is missing. Like the continuity, like just it's really just all right, we're gonna do this, make people go, oh yeah, that's gonna be great. 2 weeks go by, they don't say nothing about it, and then they revisit it, like, oh yeah, cool. I just don't like it.
I wish we could have heard at least just something from Moxley, because he didn't say anything. Like, even if it was just like a dismissive thing, I'm just like, I'm not worried about him right now. I'm gonna take care of business now. That would have been fine, but just wanted something.
Miro's coming back soon too.
Yeah, where the hell's Miro? He was doing those promos, and I don't know. He's gonna have a match with God or something, and his hot wife's gonna show up. I don't know what's going on.
Hot wife is showing up, huh?
That's what he keeps saying.
I like that.
He only gets down on his knees for God and his hot wife.
Hot Asian wife? Oh, wait, that's the wrong guy.
What happened to them? I guess that forbidden door's closed.
That's really closed.
It's super close.
Finally,
they're getting ready to lose the titles to Bull Club.
Man, so I'm getting my tweet together. Do you guys want to hear the tweet before I send it up?
Absolutely.
So today we lay to rest the Podcasso character. It has been a great 4.5 months. Thank you to Strictly for the Culture for bringing importance to the character with your tweets and support. What a ride it was. I truly had fun, and it reinvigorated my love for podcasting. Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Put a picture of me there.
Okay, bro. What else out? Let's get to the end. Let's get to the end of the script. Come on.
We had the mandatory Inner Circle meeting. Santana Ortiz did not show up with Inner Circle. They showed up separately, got some new music, and they hashed things out, kind of. Sammy said, I've left this group before. I'll leave it again if you guys can't figure it out. So Sammy, he skedaddled, and we're going to have a tag team match with Santana Ortiz taking on Jericho and Hager next week. Inner Circle implodes. Don't know what this means, but I'm hoping Santana and Ortiz, whether they do stay with the Inner Circle or not, this does give them a little bit of a boost.
I hope it does, man. Look, the Inner Circle, it did what it was designed to do somewhat. They helped Jericho keep the title for a significant amount of time. That happened. It was given. It was supposed to make Sammy Guevara a star, the young upstart, and it did that. Hager was the heavy. He did his part. Santana and Ortiz, they were supposed to win the tag gold. That's the only thing that was the unsuccessful part of the Inner Circle. Yeah. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Come on.
Yes. Come on.
Santana and Ortiz win. They go on face for the tag titles. Hopefully.
Yes.
I mean, the established tag team needs to beat Hager and Jericho. If they're gonna be taken seriously, we need some Santana Ortiz love.
I guess.
I agree. Santana and Ortiz need to pick up this victory in this match. I would love to see. I wish they had more members so that we can get a inner circle split off like NWO Hollywood and Wolfpack. That's what this segment reminded me of. It reminded me of like Macho Man versus Hogan or Nash versus Hogan. Like, you know, you it's all about you. You only care about yourself, brother.
Is this going to be like the Inner Circle's LWO?
Yep.
Yeah.
I really hope not.
So where does Sammy reside? Does he side with the LWO or does he go with Jericho, his best friend? See, there you go. Making stories already.
Yes. I guess.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, we're getting paid?
Oh.
Some of us are.
Phillip?
Some of us are.
Phillip, cash payment?
I was in a car accident.
That's true.
I have to worry about deductibles and things like that now.
That's right. Deductibles, hospital bills, you know,
all the stuff.
Things of that nature.
Superstar Spotlight. Who do we got?
I'm gonna give it to Keith Lee.
Okay. Keith Lee, yeah, me too.
I'd give it a Keith Lee 3. There we go.
All right, Brandon, what's our promo pick of the week, buddy?
Well, I wasn't told I was doing the promo pick. I was told Brian's doing the promo pick this week.
Oh, I forgot. So Brian's choice.
Promo pick of the week. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about the promo pick of the week, but
you're the champion and
listen, no. The champion does champion things, and you know, when something like the promo pick, as low on the totem pole as that is in regards to championship business and what other things I have to take care of, you know, there's just no room. I'm going to West Coast Pro tomorrow, baby. And
are you actually this time?
The champ is going to be in attendance.
You're actually going this time?
Yes.
All right. We'll
the champ can't miss West Coast.
I'll text Huey at 6 p.m. and be like, so do you think something's going to come up?
Nothing. I'm going to be there.
All right, we'll
we
see.
all going to be there.
So just
promo, I mean.
Whatever the people feel like.
Yeah, whatever the people feel like. That's a good one. It's a good pick.
Yeah, all right.
People's choice.
Match pick of the week, Undertaker versus Triple H, February 8th, 1997, Shotgun Saturday Night. One last Saturday night. It's, you know, they're fighting in the mall. This is the one where he tombstones him and he rides down the escalator. Good times, right?
I thought this was in a subway.
Yeah, that too.
Mall, subway, same thing.
They both have escalators, do they not?
Yeah, not all malls.
What mall doesn't have an escalator?
I don't know. Like a one-level mall.
Where are there one-level malls?
The San Francisco Premium Outlets in Livermore, which I don't know why they're called San Francisco if they're in Livermore, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm pretty sure they have an escalator in there.
Where?
Ceremony Mall is a one-level mall.
I'm pretty sure there's an escalator in there too.
Nope.
No.
We're gonna have to go look. All right, guys. West Coast Pro. It is tomorrow night. I'm excited. We will be in attendance. Oh my god! Let's go to the card.
I'm gonna be there.
You're gonna be there. Okay.
Tronic's about to storm the ring.
That's right.
Oh, really?
He's gonna be banned. That's his way out. He's just gonna get banned from all West Coast Pro shows. He never has to go again.
Okay.
Damn.
Dang, West Coast Pro they announced another one game related. They for what was it, April 15th? They're just announcing shows left and right, man.
Malachi Black going to be here next month.
Yes, Alex Shelley's just been announced for that show. All right, so Chris Hero's doing a meet and greet tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. You have Effie and AJ Gray, the second gear crew, going up against Jacob Fatu and juicy finale. Blake Christensen and Titus Alexander, Midas Creed, Alpha Zone, D-Rogue, the conglomerate going up against Fofo. 44-0, I think that's how you say that. Ricky Shane Page. Nick Wayne will be in action. You got B-Boy, Vinny Massaro, ACH, Mike Bailey, a fatal four-way, Kylie Ray, Rachel Ellering, Masha Slamovich, and Nicole Savoy. Just a lot of great talent is going to be there tomorrow night. You don't want to miss it. If you can't be in attendance because it's sold out, to be on IWTV. So, boys, we ready for the coast? The art of drowning, yes, sir.
Come say hi, don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger.
Unless you pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
There you go. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys so much. You know where to follow us. You know all the gimmicks and whatnot. I haven't said this in a very long time. Diamonds are forever. So is the microphone Messiah. Thank you guys so much. We will talk to you next week.
Today.
Here's the feeling in the time and everything that we did. Listen to the senators connecting it, moving on everything that's pronouncing it. Everything we did in the time now with the testament. Here is the feeling when we live on the stage and everything we do turning the page. Nobody doesn't like us. The feeling when we move, we are excited. Elite podcasting. I know you like it. Yeah, the bullet cast, fearless. The bullet cast, fearless. The bullet cast.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.